gather round for the halftime chat. Old friends cracking jokes and talking stats, from life's little games to the greatest plays, love and the stories from the old glory days. With Philly's heart and Coach Edd's cheer, we break it down every moment, dear. Life is a team and we've got the plan. Sports, love, and laughter, that's who we am.
What up, what up, what up? Peace and blessings. I hope everyone is doing well. Thanks for tuning in to episode 30 of the Halftime Coaching Adjustment Show with me, Coach Ed, and my brother, Philly Halftime. So ready to get going. Have a great show set up for you guys today. Thanks for tapping in. We really appreciate you guys. Y'all know the routine. Hit those like buttons. The description is there for the hardcore, the Aboriginal, both sports networks, halftime information as well as mine. Get them likes up. Help us to continue to grow. Sub up if you haven't already done so, man. Got some great talent, content. Sorry, halftime. We were just talking. You know, he's doing his thing, man. So make sure y'all get out there and sub him up and keep growing this channel. Mine too. So again, we appreciate everyone. Make sure you guys also comment. Join the conversation. So really appreciate you. But before we get into the show, halftime, my brother, how are you doing, man?
Sorry. Doing all right. You know, I gotta say, I'm always taking one day at a time. And dealing with this halftime. So when she's not feeling good, I gotta wait on her, see how she's doing.
Understandable, man. Family first, always.
Take care of the kids when I can, and I'm trying to juggle a lot going on right now, so can't wait till I'm laid off of work so I can, you know what I mean? So I have to juggle 3 things at once.
Yeah, but you like, I can't wait to get laid off.
Some's got to give. I'll just give up work.
Yeah, if everybody could do that, so.
I got like 1 more week, maybe 2 more weeks of work.
Oh, maybe. Okay. I got you. So, all right, everyone, thanks again for being here. Oops, sorry. Got a lot to talk about today, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into it, and we're gonna start with Major League Baseball. So, I was reading an article, and it was saying that Kyle Schwarber is basically going to set the market for the other free agents, and that 2 teams are going to be battling for him, the Mets and the and Phillies. Let me see. I think it was Buster Olney or was it Jeff Passan who was talking about it? So, but did you hear about that halftime?
Yeah, I also heard the Pirates. I heard a couple of teams that were involved for Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, he's going to make more money than I think the Phillies are going to want to give him. So, like I said, I only want to give him like $100 million, and he's going to make over that. You know?
Okay. See,
so I think the Phillies might lose him, but he's only a DH. So how do you pay a DH $160 to $200 million?
You do, bro. I mean, look at the Yankees with Giancarlo. Giancarlo's a standing. He's making $300 million.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, but that's me. I mean, like, I'm old school. I'm like, yo, you don't do that. Not for some DH. He's not playing in the outfield. He ain't doing nothing.
Here's a pass, and you said, when does a dam break? Several teams' fortunes. Philly, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and the Mets depend on where Schwarber goes. Brief among the teams, it's talk of a 5-year deal to secure him, man. So you know that's going to be money right there. That's going to Yeah, he's saying Josh Schwarber is the best bet. And he was talking about the big money guys. Because last year it was what's his name? Juan Soto. So it says Kyle Tucker has been projected to make as a 400 plus player. So but they're talking about Schwarber. Here he is passing again.
Yeah.
He says he's the best bet. Tucker isn't close to done yet. Colleen Bellinger has a healthy mark. So, but everything's dependent on him. And
Everybody's waiting on him because he is going to set the market because he's going to make so much. And he's not going to give anybody 50 home runs again. Doing that. He's not going to give them the 100 RBIs. His stats that he did last year. You know how it goes, Coach. When somebody is saying, hey, I'm looking for a contract, what do? All they're doing is going, hey, I'm going to play my best game, give it all I got. Here's my record now. Pay me my money. And then they're going to get like 25 home runs, and maybe 50 RBIs, and they're going to be like, what happened to him?
Exactly.
No, he's going to go down. His stats are going to go down.
Unfortunately, though, that's how it is in most sports. They wait for that big money, and the team that signs them is really paying on past performance and quote unquote potential, but they don't usually live up to the potential. So I just found it amazing that basically he was setting the market. I was just like, but then
he's going to set the market. They said he was going to set the market.
Yeah, and I didn't really expect it. But
I don't think he's worth all that because of. I know he's not going to give you 50 home runs. I know he's not going to give you over 100 RBIs. You know what I mean? But why do you pay him all that money? He's a DH.
But it also depends on. It also depends on where he goes and the players around him. Because if you do put players around him, it does give him the opportunity to produce.
Right. If you have a hitter in front of him and a hitter behind him,
exactly,
and people have to pitch to him,
then
yes. But the people that want him, you're going to put a guy in front of him, and they're going to pitch around him.
But imagine if he does go to the Mets. I know you don't want to hear that, but you got him and Juan Soto, and they usually do have a couple of good hitters. So so it's either going to help
have to put him in the middle of them, couple of good hitters.
No, you can put him in front of Juan Soto. You don't even have to sandwich him. If you put him in front of Juan Soto,
they'll pitch around him, and they ain't got to go deal with Juan Soto.
Exactly,
pitch him and get the out.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's intriguing. So, what's up? What's up, AK? Thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate you. What's up, Chad? Yeah, bro. You know how we do. So, Chad saying what's up. Let's see what's up. Everybody else is playing the little game and all that stuff. Halftime secret Fishing and watching up Duke, Michigan State. What's up, Arku? And I didn't even realize that game was on. Yeah, so I got my granddaughter, so I've been busy this morning. So it's like, I said before, I want Pete Alonso, hoping I'm right about Cody Bellinger. Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso work.
Yeah, Bellinger though does have a good market, as a former Yankee. I mean, there are plenty of Yankee fans that want him back. So, so we'll see. We'll see. Basketball wise, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna get into maybe not college, but did he miss that? Sorry, I got college football on too. So, well, today technically. Well, today is actually championship weekend. So
Oh,
last night you had the group of fives. I was watching Kennesaw State and Jacksonville State. That was a good game, real good game. So I got BYU on, and depending on how I go with my granddaughter, I might be able to stream the Big Ten and the ACC championships tonight because those are going to be some big ones. I can't do the SEC at 4 o'clock. So, Coach, what do you think about every Commander player being back? Um, I don't know. I haven't been impressed. I really wasn't impressed with the Commanders last year, but you know what? We're going to hold that talk until we get to football. So
yeah.
I'll come back to that one. So BYU Texas Tech game. Yeah, I do too. Mike, I have it on, just on mute. So and I just saw the missed field goal. So, but yeah, getting back to the baseball topic. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. The winter season, the winter owners meeting, whatever you call it, it's always interesting because
Right.
somebody does something to really set it off. So, and that's why when they said Schwarber sets the mark, I was like, what?
Yeah,
And I was like,
smart.
I was like,
I
you would
don't
know
think
better
I
than
don't
me.
think he should, but
But
I
who
mean,
else
okay,
is out there other than those Japanese players? Who's the other big
right,
name that's out there?
right.
So it
I,
really, I
I
mean,
I just
Cody,
don't think he deserves all that money because
no.
he's a DH.
Mm,
And I get it. A
mm,
lot of DH is getting paid.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah. People come to see them put it out of the ballpark. Let's be real. And if he can do that, now to your point, if he's not doing it, he's not worth it.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and I think he's not going to give you what the 50 home runs people are
mm-hmm,
thinking. Teams are thinking he's going to get 50 home runs. People are thinking he's going to have over 100 RBIs. I do not see that.
can he
If
at
he goes
least
to
get
a different team,
40?
I see him having a down roll.
Or what if he gets you 40 home runs and say like 85 ribbies?
It's That's still a lot of money.
Okay,
but
okay.
but to me, it's like if he gets 45, okay,
Mm-hmm,
you have an argument. Like, all right,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
he only lost what 5 home runs,
mm-hmm,
you
mm-hmm,
know, and if he has only if he gives you 85 RBIs, you're taking a little bit, but above all,
mm-hmm,
I don't even think you're getting that.
mm-hmm. It's
I
gonna
think
be
like
interesting.
RBI wise, I think you get about I want to say the most 70 to 65,
Ooh,
right? And
ooh.
I think that's the most RBIs. And then I think home runs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to get like maybe 25 to
Wow.
30.
Yeah, no. If you're paying the big money, then yeah, you're right. He's not worth all that.
And that's what I think's going to happen when he goes to a different team. I
What if
don't
he
think he's
comes
going to
back to
be
the Phillies? Yo, you don't think the Phillies are going to pay
I
him that
don't
kind
think
of
the
money?
Phillies are going to sign him. I just cuz you're looking at almost 260 million maybe. I think he should only get 100. If you're going to get him for 100 million, sign him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Sign him. If you're going to get a 5-year deal, $100 million, sign him.
Yeah, that's 20 mil again. That's 20 mil a season, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, sign him. That's a good deal. But if you're going to go, if he's getting 260 to 300 million, like they're talking,
Mm.
then no.
I got you. I got you.
You know what I mean? Because no, because I need outfielders
Mm-hmm,
that they're
mm-hmm,
going to
mm-hmm,
cost more money. I might lose my catcher in
mm,
JT Remuto. He's a free agent.
mm-hmm,
I got other money that I got to spend in other places
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
than
mm-hmm.
trying to give Carl Schwarber for freaking $360 million.
How much
And
does
I just don't see him getting
how much does whatchamacallit make for you guys?
who
Um, what's his name?
JT.
No, Your other outfield. He came over from Washington. Oh, damn, what's his name?
Oh, Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
He made about what does he make? 360?
Okay, so no, he's
365?
not worth that. He's not worth similar money to him. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
he's not.
You're gonna and that's what he wants. He wants
But you also have to look at the
Harper
market.
money. And no.
But see now, for similar players of his ilk, you do have to look at what the market says, and that's the thing.
And I understand that the market goes high
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta strike where it is at.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But you also are a business.
Yeah, true.
So you had to look what's good for the business. And you need outfielders. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You might lose your catcher.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You lose your catcher in JT that is a outstanding guy that picks people off left and right. You're gonna have to play Devin Advocate, and hey, I'm gonna lose a player. I'd rather lose my DH than my catcher that can pick people off.
Mm-hmm.
Or hey, there's a free agent out there at right field. I need a good right fielder, or I need a good left fielder. You know, I don't even have a
Mm-hmm.
center fielder no more. So there you go. I got to go get me a center fielder. I need outfield, and you're gonna pay
Yeah,
all that money.
yeah,
You got to have
true.
somebody that's gonna be out there every night.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. So, um, now the Yankees, we lost Devin Williams to the Mets, and the trend in one of the things, Sonny Gray was also just signed or traded over to Boston, and he's been out of the Yankee system for a little bit, but the feeling I'm getting is these players didn't want to be here, you know,
Okay.
and first of all, we all know New York is a tough market to play in. It is brutal with the fans,
Just
the
like Philly,
media.
just like Philly.
We just like Philly, but it's not as brutal as New York. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right?
We're
No. You guys hold your guys to another standard. I'm just
mm-hmm.
saying, just like Philly.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is it's Sonny Gray. You know, because he said when he went up there, he never wanted to play for New York. So, and I just said Wednesday with NYG. I said, well, basically, he's telling me he's a liar because I pulled up his presser and he's so excited to be here, blah blah. And we all understand players give that spiel. We all get it. But you don't come back later on and then come out and say that because now you're basically saying I was lying. So now it's like, if I'm a Boston fan or any fan, I'm just gonna look at you like you just nothing but a chasing the money. And if you're chasing the money, be real about it, bro. Let's be real. There's nothing wrong with chasing the money. Everybody's gonna chase money somewhere along the line. But don't
Right?
make it seem like, oh, I'm excited to be here and I'm honored to play for this organization, blah, 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 blah. And then 5 years down the road, oh, I never wanted to be here. And Devin Williams is so happy to be with the Mets and Yankee fans are crying. No, ain't nobody crying over you. You didn't do well with the Yankees, so
Right.
and you think you're gonna if you couldn't handle the pressure of the Yankees, you think you're still in New York. So it's like, but for
Right.
me,
As soon as he don't show good up with the Mets,
mm-hmm,
and he don't show up, the Mets are hard. The fans are with the Mets are hard to deal with.
yes,
I mean, so he's gonna get that run in the mouth, and he's not gonna like the fans.
mm-hmm,
He's over there just want the paycheck. I get it.
exactly,
Everybody's out just for a paycheck. Listen, they are their own business.
exactly. And
He is
just
making a name for himself. It's his business. Yankees are
exactly,
renting. The Yankees just signed him to a contract. That's his business. If he don't show up for his business, you know, that's what
exa-
happens.
exactly. And that's the thing with me. Look, and I know New York. I get it with all my New York teams, and I'm hard on players too. So, and I'm critical, at times too. But you know what? Don't spit in the fans' face, because you know what? Fans in other cities aren't stupid. They see what you're doing, and you think you're truly ingratiating yourself. As a fan, if I'm in another city and you're saying this, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm really saying, okay, something goes wrong and you're out of here, you're gonna spit in my face as a fan because now you didn't want to be here. So
Right.
and now I don't take you seriously. If someone if a player can, look, man, I mean, I wanted to be in such and such, but they made an offer I couldn't refuse.
And
Bro, I can't
that's how players should say it to fans. And then
yes,
fans will understand.
exactly. We all do. You
Because
could be
I'm
a
not turning down, just give you a number. If I was
mhm,
making 23 million, I'm
mhm.
not turning down somebody that tells me, hey, here's 56. I ain't doing that.
Exactly.
Nobody does that.
Does that? Nobody. So
So
look,
yeah, just say, yo, they offered me so much money that I had to go.
exactly.
Sorry.
Look, I got my
Love
wife.
y'all. I love you.
Look, I
Sorry,
got
I
my
got to go.
kids. I got my wife. I got to
Yep.
take
I
care of
got
my
my family. I
family.
got my
Uh,
kids to think about. And my
Yes,
kids, when they have kids, I got to get them to think about it.
yeah, exactly. And you know what? We all say, bro, I respect that, man. Go
Yeah.
get your money.
I
Because that's
respect that more. If
exactly.
players would say that than like,
Hmm.
oh, they didn't want me no more, or
Exactly.
something, and
It
they
just
try
it
to twist it where they don't want to be hated.
it
Just be
just
honest.
really
Say, yo,
aggravates me, bro, when they come out and it's just, you know, New York is tough and yeah, you know what? Expectations are high, but as a competitor,
mhm.
as someone who has competed, I want to be pushed like that. I
Mm.
want to be challenged. Oh yeah, the
Yep.
fans are going to come at me. Yeah, bro, I'm going to come out here and give you everything I got because that's what I want. I don't want. You said it best. Sports today is soft. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm
Um,
sorry. We grew
like
up.
I always say, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to knock these young players, but
Nope.
they're soft.
Look.
Coaches cannot coach the
Nope.
way they did back in the day.
Man, I grew up coaches smacking me upside the head, or now it's you can't do that, and
I
it's
got
offensive.
coaches grabbing me by the jersey, like, what are you thinking?
You
You
exactly.
can't do that. In front of my parents, my
Mm-mm.
mom and dad. They're like, yo, they snatched me up and like, what are you thinking? And it's like, listen, I got older brothers here right now. And my brother be like, you listen to that coach, I'm about to beat your ass. But no,
Exactly.
today, this day and age, they're just soft. You can't speak to me like that. I make more money than you.
And do you want to win a
And what?
championship?
I'm the
Look,
coach, you're
get
the
your money.
player.
I'm like, get your money, but in the end, you out here to compete to win a championship. Because
Right.
let's be real, you win a championship for these cities. Come on, man.
Yeah, you're good for
You
life.
exactly. I mean, some of them don't realize. You know what? You come into certain restaurants, your meal is comped.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You man. Let's
You got
be
somebody
grateful.
that's a Hall of Famer in the
Mhm,
sport, like baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter.
mhm,
They'll be like, you're a Hall of Famer. Do
mhm.
you think Shaquille O'Neal really pays for his meals? He goes to a restaurant, they'll be like, yeah, Shaquille, it's on us. You know what I mean?
Shaquille,
It's on us. He
Shaquille,
might,
Shaquille.
he'll say no. He might say no because he got a lot of money, but he'll say no. But that restaurant just said,
Mhm,
I got Shaquille O'Neal here.
exactly,
He's bringing people to me.
exactly.
I comp his food because he's bringing people to me.
Mhm,
And that's what
exactly,
happens with players. They actually get comped and they bring in, and fans
exactly.
want to eat there now because, oh my gosh,
It's
you had
yeah, exactly. You had
right
such
there.
exactly. Oh, what did he have on his menu? I want the same. Okay,
Yes.
oh,
I want
okay,
the same thing that he
okay.
just ordered. No. You don't want that because he just ordered $10,000 worth of food. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
man out there that's going to write that check.
Exactly. So it's like, come on, man, be real. At least, you know, the players, the way they go at it, it just. Ugh.
Oh,
All
I'm
right,
with you. I'm with you. I'm like, players, just be real.
yeah,
They yell I'm out because of money.
there it is. Mike, can't wait for the 2 games. Georgia, yeah, I wish I could do that one. I might be doing O State, Indiana. So that I think is going to be a better game than most people think. So, um, Alabama's key. You know, the debate right now. You know, should they be in the playoffs even if they lose? So, it's going to be interesting. So, big fan of the Eagles season. Better Eagles kick Chargers butts. Not only does he want money, but he stated he wants the years. He's looking for 5 to 6 years. Yeah.
He's the scorer.
330 for Harper. Hello, what's up, Vic? All the big moves should happen tomorrow since the winter meetings start tomorrow. Yeah, usually that's what happens. So,
Yeah.
we're waiting to see. You know, like we're saying with Schwarber. So, some coaches will hold players accountable, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Something similar to
Yeah,
that.
but they
So,
don't hold them accountable like they used to
no,
back in the
no,
day.
no,
That's
no.
what we're trying to get at. We're trying to get at when I say players are soft now. You hold a people account. These players get held accountable, but not
Mhm.
like they did back in the
Nope,
day.
nope, nope.
Not back in the day. It's a different ball game. And any sport you want to talk about, it's a different ball game.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a different ball game. So it's going to be interesting. So let me see. Um, oh, wow. I'm looking at the free agency tracker by ESPN. So Red Sox acquired the right-hander Johan Avedo from the Pirates in a 5-player trade. I didn't see that. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, definitely going to be keeping an eye on the tracker, you know, starting tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
all eyes this winter on Kyle Tucker, Kyle Schwarber, Cody Bellinger, Alex Bregman, and Pete Alonso.
You know
So,
what's really funny?
mm-hmm,
There's no talk what the Phillies are going to do.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
There's
mm-hmm.
none. There's no talk about anything about keeping JT or whatever. There's no talk whatsoever. It's so quiet with the Phillies.
The
I
only
mean,
team,
I heard more talk about the Yankees and everybody else than
Yankees,
I
Yankees
heard
ain't
about
done
the Phillies.
Yankees ain't done jack. I'm hearing more players are leaving than anything else. I'm hearing the Mets with they're in Boston. Boston is the one I'm seeing doing a little bit more than anybody. But tomorrow is going to be the big key. With the winter meetings and everything. So
Right.
we'll see how things go from there. So, but it's going to be interesting. So we're excited. Ooh, is that an interception? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and tap in a little bit to the hockey. Um, right now, the Flyers hold the number 1 wild card spot, and the Devils, who were up there pretty
They were
much.
at 1, but the Flyers beat them, so they went to 2.
Well, no, I mean earlier they were number 1 in the Metropolitan, and now they've really fallen down. So,
Yeah, but they're hurt.
um,
Devils are hurt.
oh, didn't realize that. Okay, so yeah, here you go. Um, Let me see. Is this updated? This was last night. I had this up since last night. Let's see. I know the Devils lost. So yeah, that's what I thought. The Islanders surpassed them. So now the Devils are in the 3rd spot, and the Islanders are over them, and the Rangers are right behind them. So and all those teams are all together right there, grouped together in the wild card spot.
Well,
It's still
I
early.
mean, like, now, see, if you look at it, Flyers are in the wild card spot.
Mm-hmm.
They got more wins than Pittsburgh, but they got one more loss than Pittsburgh
Mm-hmm.
don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the only Pittsburgh's up there right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
soon as they get that figured out, Pittsburgh will go to the wild card spot, and the Flyers will move up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and see, like the Devils, one more win, but they have three more losses. So even though
Right.
point total, they're all the same. So,
They're all the same. It's just they got more games in than the other
mhm.
teams.
So I mean that's going to be key, as we go along, and it's still early. So,
Still way
oops, sorry,
early.
sorry, you guys can't see. I had this. Let me move this up a little bit more for you guys. There you
But
go. So,
it's all really close.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Exactly. So, um, we'll see what happens as we go along. It's just interesting. I didn't know the Devils were hurt because I was wondering what was going on. So I feel like the Pirates might
I mean, the
spend tons
Devils
of
got
money.
16 wins, but since
Mm,
the Flyers and Islanders have less losses than the Devils, that's why the Devils are dropping.
Kyle and JT are going to Pittsburgh, says Victor.
I
Okay.
don't think that's happening. I mean, if I hear like in like the Pirates, I hear this guy's going to spend all the money, but I
hmm
hear
hmm
that every year from the Pirates owner.
hmm hmm hmm
I don't know what's going to happen. I hope so, Vic, for you. I hope so. You don't freaking that you get built around that freaking pitcher of yours. He's awesome.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's the big thing. So, you got to do that. Otherwise, eventually you don't want to waste his prime and he start
Yeah.
to feel like he's wasting his time because what's going to end up happening. He's going to be like, I'm out of here. First chance I
Yep.
get.
He's gonna want to be out, and because you're not gonna put you and his contract's going to be up soon because I think he's still on a rookie deal. You
hmm
know,
hmm hmm hmm
but you got to put players around him to help. Hope they do it.
All
Be
right.
like, oh
Now,
man,
in term, what have the Flyers done to move up? Is it a product of their play, or is it just that a little bit of their play and then the others just not performing up to their expectations?
no, it's their play. They're coach. They got more overtime wins and
hmm
shootouts
hmm hmm
in all hockey. In all
Okay.
hockey, almost every game that the Flyers play is
hmm
going to OT, and that's where they get the points from. You know what I mean? Because even if they lose, they still get a point.
hmm hmm
You know what I
hmm
mean?
hmm
So that's what's going on with the Flyers. Like they have more overtime wins and going in overtime games in all hockey.
Okay.
But and that's how they win their games. They're good in the shootout. They're good, 1-on-1 or 4-on-4.
hmm hmm
So
hmm
I mean that's where the Flyers are winning. Now teams are going to beat the Flyers, like the Penguins beat the Flyers, but
hmm
Flyers they're still doing good. They're going to be in the playoffs, like I said.
hmm
Rick
hmm
Hockey got this team going. Um, Definitely need to see more physicality from the Flyers, but Rick Hockey got this team going good.
Who's like one of their primetime players? Is it?
Forsberg, but he's out.
Okay.
Forsberg, but he's out for a while.
Okay. Okay.
Forsberg was I guess he was the third in all hockey scoring,
hmm hmm
and he's hurt now. He's going to be out for I don't even know how many games.
Let's take a look here. And, all right. Well, I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with the Devils as well as
I'm
the
intrigued to see what's
Islanders.
going to happen with the Islanders.
Yeah, the
I think the Islanders
Islanders.
are going to be a good team this year,
Yeah, I saw
and I
something
hate
earlier about
New York Islanders, but
yeah,
yeah,
New York and New Jersey.
yeah, you know what I mean. But
I couldn't find that story. It was something I saw about the island. I mean, the Flyers earlier. I don't know what it was. All right, let it go. So, What's up, Blaze? Thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate
Good
you.
plays.
Flyers still suck. Happy.
Damn it.
It's happy championship weekend. I mean, it started yesterday. They had 4 group of fives. Like I said earlier, I was watching Kennesaw State and Jacksonville State. It was a good game, really good game. Went down to the wire, basically going back and forth. So, and it's a good story. If you don't know, Kennesaw State last year was 2-10. And they just moved up to the FBS level. So this was their second year, and they were eligible for championship run. And they got 10 wins now this year. So new coach who came over from North Carolina Central, and he's doing his thing. And he may become, depending on how it goes forward, he may become one of those
Who's
hot
the
coaches
coach?
down the road.
Mike Vick's coaching now, right?
Yeah, he's coaching at Norfolk State. Vic is at Norfolk State. Deshaun Jackson is at Delaware State.
Okay.
Marshall Falk just got hired at Southern. So you're seeing a lot of former players who are making the transition, even if it's starting at the lower level, to work their way up, and that's something you got to respect. Eddie George is over at Bowling Green. We all
Oh,
know about
really?
Prime. Yeah, he was at Tennessee State, and this year he
I
moved
thought,
over.
yeah, I was going to say that. I thought he was at Tennessee, but yeah.
Yeah, no, he moved over because he moved up. So he's at Bowling Green in the MAC. So I think they ended up 3-7 or 4-6 or somewhere around there. Part of me is rooting for Duke, so James Madison gets in. It's it's going to be intriguing. No, I don't. I think James Madison still might, because one of the group of fives automatically is going to get in. And I think it is James Madison based on rankings. So if Duke wins, they're going to be in. And I think Virginia is going to be out. And I think Miami's on that border, because the debate is between them and Notre Dame, because Notre Dame is ranked over them and they beat Notre Dame head to head. So, what? Oh, never mind. It was
Don't
you.
don't don't read it.
Yeah, it threw me
You
because I
got the
read
date
the
them all.
comment. Yeah. If Duke wins, they won't get in. No AC. No, they have to. Group those. Remember, championship winners get in. They automatically get in. So the Power Fours are going to get in. So that's the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, and the Big 12. They're getting in. Whoever wins, and then the highest ranked group of 5 will get in, and then you have basically the rest of the bunch there. So don't look at that. If you win the championship, you're getting in the playoffs. That's just the reality of it. So they said no way 5 lost team gets in. And you'll see. It has to get it. Yeah, exactly. The AC has to get a winner in. So they're confirmed they won't. Championship winners aren't automatic. It's a guideline. I have to go back and look at that. It's confirmed. Too many high up people in college. Okay. I'll go back and I'll double check everything, and I'll talk to a couple of people that I know. So I did hear a scenario where they were talking AC doesn't get in. That's okay. Interesting. Again, I thought I had it down pat. So if I stand corrected, I stand corrected. So I have to do my research. Okay, but hey, let's get back to the hockey. So out of the 4 teams, the Flyers, the Devils, the Rangers, and the Islanders, who's the most surprising team and who's the biggest disappointment to you?
Islanders are surprising.
Okay.
They've been doing good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too early right now to say who's disappointing because everybody's still in it. That you know what I mean? But if the Devils drop out and they don't make the playoffs, they'll be a disappointing team. You know?
Mm-hmm.
how fast they are. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, right now, for disappointment, can't really tell because everybody's still in it, because it's still too early.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I know several Rangers fans who are really disappointed in the Rangers, so that's kind of why I was wondering.
Yeah,
I
but
know you're a big.
didn't they lose a lot of people? I think the
Again,
Rangers
I'm not.
lost. I think the Rangers lost a lot of people last year, and they went to different teams. So it's
Mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm.
really that surprising to me. I mean, I could be wrong. They didn't lose. I thought they lost like three good players, and I think that's why I'm not wouldn't be surprised. But I could be wrong on that.
No, I got you again.
You
Like I
know,
said, I'm
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 not.
not.
But yeah, I thought they lost a couple, three players, I believe. Could
Again,
be
I'm not
two.
the
Two is rich,
biggest
so that's
hockey.
why. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rangers fell so down because of that situation.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, I'll keep an eye on it as we go along.
But
So,
like
um,
right now, it's so
if they
it's like
play,
it's like basketball.
I mean,
Everybody's already
they're
wanting
playing
to
the
know who's
same.
going to be in the play-in and the
Yeah,
play-in going to make the
true.
playoffs, and it's so
Yeah.
early. You got what's it, 86 games?
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So yeah,
Yeah,
86
it's like
games
86
and
games. So I mean, you're not even halfway yet. So like,
yeah,
just like in
yeah,
basketball, you know how you wait until
yeah, yeah.
the trade deadline?
Mm-hmm,
Wait for the
mm-hmm,
trade
mm-hmm.
deadline in hockey, and then you get to really weigh it out, see what's going on.
I want Duke to win. To throw this ridiculous system in the chaos. There's just so much drama with the NCAA. Um, I mean, right now, court cases and so on and so forth. I'm in a Rutgers. The Rangers fired their head coach and hired the Penguins head coach. Okay.
But
All right.
didn't the Rangers lose players too? I think it's like two or three guys they lost, main guys.
Okay. Okay.
I can't remember. I knew something happened with the Rangers.
Man, people are so crazy. Sorry. Trying to look at something. All right. Let's try to look at this Rutgers. I'm in a Rutgers chat, and that's one of the things we're talking
Yeah,
about. Is,
they came and said, yeah, they lost players. All right,
yeah, they lost a couple of players, and I think they traded away two players also. So
that's what it was. It
okay.
was trading two players, lost a player. Yeah, so like the Rangers. I'm not. They lost too much. They're
Mm-hmm.
blowing this team up,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't have like nothing on the Rangers. People could be
Mm-hmm.
disappointed. I don't know why you disappoint them when they're rebuilding.
The expectations weren't high in
Yes,
most
when you're
respects. So.
rebuilding, you can't have high expectations when you know you're rebuilding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So. All right, let me close this. All right, so there you have it in terms of the hockey. Um, we'll keep the tab. We'll keep an eye on. We'll touch on it as we go along. Would be good. And they fell flat on their face. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what a lot of Rangers fans were telling me. Like last year, they were disappointed, and the expectations were always higher. The Devils were already going to, in a sense, be there. So
right.
it's still early, like you said. What's up, Gregor? Thanks for tapping in, man.
Dragons in the
Appreciate that.
building.
So we'll see as we go along. So um, definitely starting to slowly get into hockey. So my friend is a big Ducks fan. He says they are decent this year. Look, man, they put 70 on my Scarlet Knights, man. I'm just gonna be like, phew, whew. They're good, and they can play with just about anybody if the chips are. I think if they're at a neutral site, I think they'll be able to compete with just about anybody. So they have a lot of good talent over there, and they recruit well. So and the kids love it. So we'll see. But right now, we're gonna move on to the question of the day. And
this is where I get in trouble.
look, you guys just go with it and give us your answer. So, and question of the day: if you had a secret passage, okay, and it could be anything, a doorway to another realm, whatever, where would you want it to lead? So, go ahead, halftime. You got the
Fort
first one.
Knox. Give me Fort Knox, baby. I'm taking me a train right to Fort Knox. Load that bad boy up and bring it to me.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. So, and look,
No
if you
more
guys,
work.
look, if you
Knox,
guys
take it
want to
all.
say, if you
I'll
guys want to
just
say,
I don't have to take a look. I'll just take a little bit at a time.
there you go.
You know what I
There
mean?
you
Just
go.
a little bit of time. I won't hurt you too bad, Fort Knox. Just give me a little bit.
And if you guys want to go to a vacation paradise, you want to go up in space, whatever, where would you want your secret passage to go to? So, but
Fort
you know
Knox.
what? I like
On
that.
my way
Fort
right
Knox.
now.
But you know what? If everybody had a secret passage, bro, you'd have to take as much as you could in right away, because others would be coming in there to get it
I
too.
know.
So, but Greg was laughing at you. Yeah, that's a good one to the past. So you know what? What did I say?
Yeah, that's what you said, Coach.
That's what I said. I was saying, with all this sporting information, I'd go into the past and just take a couple of bucks. And now, look, I'm not a big gambler, but you know what? If I got a sure thing, I'm sorry. Yeah, what you say? Marty McFly, was it Marty McFly from?
Yeah.
Go back to the future and put down some money.
Sports
Yeah, Sports Almanac. Yep.
Almanac.
And Blaze, I will say this, Blaze. Great minds think alike, man. So,
listen, I just beat the betting out. I just go to Fort Knox and take it all.
Yeah, so there you go. I ain't mad at you. Halftime will be in jail for grand theft. I was betting on short things and raking it in. So, hey,
wait a minute. No, he said I can go do it anything I want.
Exactly. So, yeah, we all would do stuff like that. Go back, whatever. I will say this, because now that I'm thinking about it, I would go back and tell my younger self some things to do differently, especially with the love of my life.
Yes.
Definitely to correct some of the wrongs there. I would do that. That would definitely. But yeah, I'd have to go back and play some bets, man. I'm sorry. I don't like gambling, but that's not gambling, because that's a sure thing. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be.
You hit something right. If I could make a time, I'd slap my younger self.
Exactly.
I'd slap myself hard.
Exactly.
Because I'd be like, yo, how about we not go build swimming pools and be working on construction where you're all hurt, and go work and do this because you could already been retired. And nope.
Exactly.
I could work for PSE&G, like that's the electric company around my way.
Yeah.
I could have worked for them. I could have been retired right now, Coach.
Bro.
Myself like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Because you want to be a freaking construction guy. Exactly. Now I got a broken back, broken neck, broken ankles.
Victor, send me to the biggest bank in the world to rob it. So,
Fort Knox, Vic.
Well, no. Wait a minute. You'd probably go to Dubai because they got all the money. Think about it.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Dubai has more money. Yeah. Dubai has more money. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you do have to worry about.
Hey, we can't go to jail for that.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Look, we don't even get to go to jail for that, Vic. Let's go to Dubai. Yeah.
Exactly. Go to Dubai.
But listen, if you get caught, Vic, they cut off your hands. That's the only one thing, Vic. They get you. If you get caught, they cut your hands off.
True. Listen, people to see doesn't make the law. Yeah, you're right, Blaze. You're right. Which is why I said I'll go back and bet on the shore games or the lottery tickets. Then I was
I'm
like,
getting caught. I'm not getting caught. I'm doing it by myself though, because every time somebody, it's really funny. I'm doing it by myself because anytime somebody does something wrong with other people, people rat them out.
Exactly.
I ain't dealing with that. No, I'm doing it by myself, damn it.
There you go. There you go. Getting
I
a
ain't doing it
broken
with other people.
design.
I don't know. I don't understand that, Coach. It bothers me. I scratch my head like, why are you doing it with other
Because
people?
people
You
want to
don't
be
break the law. You want
loyal.
to break a law.
They want to
You
be
don't do it with other
loyal.
people because guess what? They're gonna rat you out. They
Exactly.
think it helps them.
Hey, what do? They want to squeeze you to get the bigger person, and
Yep.
it's somebody else. So and Victor, we're. I don't know how much you can carry up your hind part, bro. But bro, that up your hind part. I mean, damn. I mean, I know I'm a little bit rotund, but I don't think I can handle that much.
I
So
can't handle that much.
I'll just tell halftime. I'll tell and get a reward money. We'll be the rat.
See,
The rat.
that's the kind of guy that would rat you out. That's the kind of guy right there will rat you out if you do something stupid.
Vic. That hole is exit only. So yeah.
He got a big guy bringing stuff going up his butt. No.
It'll be real dirty money then. So
yes, it's gonna be real dirty money.
What's up, Leaf, man? Peace and blessings, bro. Thanks for tapping in.
Why you go too wild?
Yeah, bro. Hey, I thought about it. I was just like, that's a good one. And
it's a good one, but I knew it was gonna go too wild. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, so hey, good. I mean, look, the passage, man. Leaf, I'm ready for that Jim Brown hitting moment someday. You want? Oh, hey, there's another one, man. I go back and see down Leaf, my brother. Thank you. Maybe I go back and hook up with Pam Grier. I love me some Pam Grier. I ain't gonna lie. That's me.
You went that way. No, my girl be Elvira.
Ooh, Elvira?
My girl be Elvira. My wife even knows. She's like, that's his girl. Elvira. She's like, she laughs so bad. Like, you would leave me for Elvira. I was like, hell yes, I would.
She could definitely spank that ass too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she could.
And oh yeah, she was generational, bro. She was generational. I ain't gonna lie. I think I was 12 years old. Just As a 12-year-old kid, I was just like, could she be my wife? 12 years old. And yeah, she back in even now, she damn near 80, but she's still fine. She fine. Yep. So, but yeah, Elvira, that's another one too. Yeah, I go back. See.
I mean, I know there's young ones in here that don't know who Elvira is. You got Google Master. Tell them to Google
exactly. You don't know. Google and click on the images, and you'll see.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh my God. Watch her open up the fence. The fence part. He did it with her titties.
There you go. So
get out of here. You can't do this to me.
Yeah. Look. Well, Pam Grier had it top, bottom, and all around too. So,
Miss Halftime, I'm good. Miss Halftime sleeping. She ain't listening to me.
Blaze. Oh my gosh. Yes. Sneak into the women's shower like some old. No. Yeah. For y'all youngins, yeah. Go Google Porky's movie.
Yeah, Google watch Porky.
Yeah. That's a movie.
Like remember Weird Science, Coach? The movie.
Kelly LeBrock. Oh yes. My gosh.
He was hot.
And look, she had the natural big lips. She didn't have no injections. She was natural with it. But but that movie,
yes, and everybody. We all caused it bringing really big lips.
Trust me, on my street, all my friends, when we first saw Weird Science and we came out and we were like, yo, did you see her? we were just like, screw the girls. Yo, they should have been going for her. We were all just like, we were just like, yeah, we were horny little teenagers, but we didn't care. We were just like, yes, exactly.
We different back in the day.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. She was top notch. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, yeah. You know what? I go back to this is my secret passage. You know what?
I go to the secret passage.
I don't know. I'm like,
I'm gonna be in the movie Weird Science.
Yeah. Fast.
Yes.
Phoebe Cates. Yeah. When she came out of that
the
pool,
girl in the red bikini.
Yeah, she was coming out the pool. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, and my boy was in the bathroom.
He was in the bathroom getting with it.
Exactly. So,
yo, we might have thought about it, dude, but you didn't have to go do it.
Oh my gosh! But hey, look,
and how many caught him?
But how many of you like, yes, bro, hey, yes, bro, because we all, you could say we went, if we was in that bathroom too, seeing her, we probably would have been doing the same thing.
We probably do the same
yeah.
thing. We ain't gonna lie to you.
We was little teenagers. We was, the horny little teenagers.
And then she would catch shit, then you'd be like, yeah, well, so I'm doing this. You want to help me out?
Exactly. Oh my gosh, there were so many. Shoot, I go back to what's that movie 10 where what you call oh gosh, when she was on the beach and she
yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what?
We went from bringing Fort Knox to bringing
boom 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 yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you one more question of the day.
All right, we get another question.
Marianne or Ginger? Cowboy. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie. I'm Marianne. I'm Team Marianne. Even though Ginger was hot, I'm Team Marianne. So, Marianne was my
both. I'm trying to get both of them together. I'm taking them both together. I can handle it.
I ain't mad at you there. I ain't mad at you there, man. How about the pass this way straight to heaven? Boom, eternal happiness automatically. Oh, damn. Now you had to go shut it down, bro. Yeah. Of course.
Ourselves in trouble now.
Yeah. No, you can't follow up after that, man. And that's a good one. That really just took you. She gave me motivation like three nights ago. Ooh. Okay, Lee.
Right.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. Bro. Do you, man? Do your thing, player. But oh man, there you go. So I think we need to stop before we go any further. So
yes,
we'll leave it at going Fort Knox or going to in the past to bet on games we know or the lottery tickets that we know we're going to win. So yeah. So especially coming up to nowadays with billions of dollars. Yeah. I know which one I'm going to bet on. So yeah. Okay. All right. So wait a minute. I got one more question. Stranded on the island, all the women. Mrs. Howell. Ooh. Hey, you know what? Yeah, if you on the island, you got 3 women. I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that, Blaze. I mean, she's experienced, so she know how to put it down when you need to. So,
probably would still do it. She'd be like, "Yo, I'm here. My money ain't no longer no good."
Hey, look, man. So I'm 17 with a 34-year-old woman one time. Yep. So I mean, come on now. Come on. She told me a lot. So exactly, Blaze. That's right. Exactly. So
teach me everything you know.
Exactly. So, but let's move on to the NBA. Let's talk now. Let's start with the Sixers. Our Sixers fans, how happy are you guys with the play of Dominic Barlow? And Philly right now is in the top half. Where are they? This is let me update from last night. They are 7th in the Eastern positioning. So we're going to start with the play of Barlow. How are you feeling about Barlow?
Awesome. His defense and his rebounding, offense rebounding, he's all over the place. Yeah, Barlow's playing awesome. He don't get enough credit, in my opinion. But he's been awesome for the Sixers. Especially that Kelly Oubre, he's been out.
I didn't know he was out.
Oh yeah, Kelly Oubre's out. He's hurt for a while. I don't know when he's coming back. But yeah,
Really
Barlow's been lighting it up since he came back from his injury.
okay.
I don't think he gets enough credit, though. You know, by the media and some of the fans. I just don't think he gets enough credit. That guy is all over the place. He's fast. He does a lot. I really like him a lot, but I'm a defensive guy.
Okay. And I have an article right here. It's from the
I do have a
fans.
question for you about the Sixers. So
Go ahead. What's your question?
there is a couple of YouTubers
Mm-hmm.
that I seen. They would like to get rid of Grimes, right? So Jared McCain can get more playing time. You agree with it or disagree? I disagree with it. I want Grimes because Grimes is off the bench. What's he, third best off the bench player
And he's still
in the
young.
whole league?
He's
getting you
still
25,
yeah.
20 to 25 points a night.
I mean, what's it called is what 24, 25? I mean, he's still young. It's not like he's, pushing 30 right now. So to me, yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you're getting 20 points off the bench. Come on, I get McCain and his potential, but with the way that what's it called is playing, if anything, he's possibly trade bait for you in terms of McCain. If you want to be technical, if you really want to push it. I mean, why would you want to give a 20? What's he used to 25 off the bench?
It's 20 to 25. It's in that area, like
Yeah,
you
you and McCain is going to
it's
get
like
you.
a night. It's like he's like I think it was I seen it where he said he's third best player in all basketball, NBA. Like he's off the bench. To make it clear, off the bench. But yeah, I was just wondering what you saw.
I mean, right now, like I said, I haven't seen much of the Sixers games, but if you're telling me he's giving you plus 20 a game right there off the bat, and he's still young, he's still
and he's still on
young.
the bench.
So
He's coming off the bench. They just want McCain to get more playing time, and they want to get rid of him. So they say
look,
McCain gets more playing time.
if you are stripping it down, then it's a different story. But I mean, look, say what you want about Embiid and Paul George. When they come back, if you guys are sitting there at 7, you're going to be a tough team to face. If you can get in at 6, none of the upper teams are going to want to play you, man. Seriously. And like Blaze is saying, you have a supporting cast. So, I mean, and that's that right there. And we're not even talking about Oubre. We're not talking about Embiid. Yep. We're not talking about Paul George. So now that helps you monitor their minutes. So now that could put you in a position to really compete for the East and be a dangerous team.
I just can't figure out why they would say something stupid like that.
Look,
I don't mean to call people stupid. I disagree with their opinion. I don't want to call them stupid, and I'm sorry for saying stupid. But yeah, listen.
Yeah, see, Blaze is saying the same thing.
Blaze, I tried not to listen to them, but it's like I kind of laugh at some of their comments because it's ridiculous. And I don't want to call people stupid. It's because they have their own opinions. Everybody has their opinions. I just think it's wrong. Maybe everybody else thinks they're right. don't know.
Hey, no, I'm with you,
I was
bro.
just talking to Blaze about it
No,
today on the morning show. So, he was
bro,
like, wait, what?
20 plus points a game right there off the bench.
Off
That
the
right there,
off the bench.
that right there is like, well, wait a minute. That's giving you point production, and then you're adding in, like Blaze said, you have support and cast for the other
Yeah,
guy.
Edgecombe, you have all these guys. Yes.
People saying the people saying aren't stupid, but the takes are stupid. I agree. Yeah. No,
Yes.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Look, what they're saying about Barlow. First of all, he's 22 years old. 8.1 points, 5 rebounds, is shooting 54% from the floor. Man,
Yeah.
that helps you. And they even said, it gives you, where is it? He's a front court option that can provide an effective rebounding presence on both sides of the court, especially when Embiid is not on the floor.
Yes.
So that right there speaks volumes, man. And I'm like, as a Knicks fan, if you're going up against this, you don't want something like that, that type of production, because yes, you have Mitchell Robinson, but we also have Karl Anthony Towns, who's not the most physical player, and that the physical players and guys who compete at a high level seem to give him problems. So I'm with you, man. No, as far as the take on Grimes, no. As a Knicks fan, I never really wanted Grimes to go, but I understood what you had to do, because I saw his potential. I saw his potential coming from Houston, when he was coming out of college. I was just like, oh, yeah, this kid can play. So, what's he saying? Who's been the MVP so far?
Yeah.
Drop a name. In the league? Oh, that's you. That's you. Sorry. Sorry, caught me. I've been saying it. I'll die on this hill. Sixers don't even need Embiid. He slows them down. He can't keep up the pace.
He does.
Yeah, but there's one thing. There's one thing, Blaze. Let's be real. Come playoff time, everything does slow down. It does. So you're still gonna need someone like him, as long as he's healthy. That's the biggest thing. As long as he's healthy, because everyone's defense does get tougher in the playoffs. So I get it.
Coach, he can't stay healthy.
But I get you there.
He'll play one game. He out for 2.
Yeah, no, that part
I'm with out for 10 straight games, Coach.
I get you. That's a lot of money that you guys have been, kicking
and you
out.
Just gave him $250 million. Like, why?
No, I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
I mean, I get what Blaze is saying.
No, I get it too.
As a fan,
he's right.
You gotta be tired of Embiid, because everybody's saying they built this team around him, but he never on the goddamn court.
No, you're right.
And when he's on there, he slows the whole game down, like so slow. Like, oh my God.
Exactly. Bonner and Drone compliment Maxi James Grimes much better than Embiid. The money can sit on the bench. The future is the youth.
Okay. And this is that's not a business. Yeah, that's not in the business. If you're making $250 million and you can play, they're gonna put his ass in.
No, I get it. I
just paid him $250 million.
Yeah.
I need him on the court because I need fans to be in the seats. You know what I mean? So I can make my money back.
It's return on investments. I get it, but I also do understand where Blaze is coming from.
Oh, I understand where Blaze is coming from. You can see it. And Blaze is 100% right. But, I mean, as an owner, that dude's like, I just gave him $250 million.
Yeah.
You don't understand how much that is.
Yeah.
There's fans out there. Here's another one. There's fans out there to go, oh, Embiid got enough money. He's gonna retire. Listen, he's getting $250 million. The dude ain't fucking retiring. It ain't happening. Okay. Not gonna happen. I'll
say this.
Want the money.
I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, you're walking down the street and you see $100 bill laying on the ground. You're gonna stop and pick it up. You're gonna keep walking because you got money in your pocket.
Right.
You got $1,000 in your pocket right now. Are you gonna stop and pick up that $100, or you going just keep walking like I got $1,000, I don't need it.
Exactly, Coach.
I'm like, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're exactly right. Like that's a good way of saying it. Like I'm over here like he said $250 million. Ain't no way he's turning that down.
Nope. None of us would. None of us
Hey,
would.
shoot, you could put me on a bench for $250 million. I don't care how fat I am.
Billionaire, what a billionaire? A billionaire with $10 billion is still trying to get another $1 billion. Come
That's
on.
all right, listen. Then why do the Sixers have an owner? Because he has what, $25 billion. So why does he need more money?
Exactly.
You don't see the owner saying, you know what, I'm gonna give this to the complete stranger, and he ain't got no money.
Everyone across the world
fans come up with some weird stuff.
Most people across the world are always trying to get more money. But that's the thing. You also have to take fans, because we as fans, even myself, I admit it, I get too emotional sometimes but you put my money involved, it changes the whole dynamics. If I'm investing, no. I want to see return on my investment. No, no. Hell no.
Yes.
I'm not just going to put money out there and just say, oh, yeah, no problem. Go ahead. Do whatever you... No. No. I want my return on my investment. You better be out there. As the pimp say, she better have my money. So, so I'm not trying to disrespect any women. Look, I'm a father of girls. I've got a granddaughter. I would never want but let's be real. You know what?
Yep, better have my money.
And that's just the reality of it. So MB, $250 million, yo, you better be out there. I don't care if you dragging your leg up and down the court. You better be out there getting me producing the best way you can. And that's really what it boils down. Oh, fumble. Sorry. I'm watching I'm flipping channels. Jackson State, Prairie View, A&M. So championship weekend. So what's your question, bro?
So ready for this one? You just paid Embiid all this money. He has been, everybody knows he's been really bad. He's been asked, is the GM going to be held accountable? As you're an owner, wouldn't you hold the GM for accountable?
Put it like this.
Signing Embiid to this, if you know he's hurt. It ain't no secret. How do you sign him for that much money?
Here's the thing.
Nothing happens to them.
Here's the thing, Halftime. The owner signs off on that. No matter what, the GM can come up with the contract. If the owner says, no, we're not giving him that money, that's the end of it. So the owner is culpable too, because you knew that money was going to him from the get-go, and you could have said, it's your money. You could have said, no, we're not paying him that money, period. So if you're going to put all that on the GM, that's all I'm saying. You're just as culpable. Now, if you want to say,
you do, like, the owner is also he's over there put you right as the GM to run the show. I'm like, I'm holding you responsible for making all these decisions.
The owner's still
maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know basketball. Maybe you don't know something.
Come on, bro.
Just because he owns a company. Listen.
He knows sports. How many teams does he own? He owns the Devils, the Commander. He knows sports business, and he has people around him to know that. You have Magic Johnson as part of your ownership group with the Commanders. You don't think you're gonna tap into Magic Johnson? So if you don't know, you have people around who can say, my general manager's offering me or saying that we should sign him for this XYZ amount of money. What do you think? And he's part of a collective. It's not just his money.
I know it's not just his money, but I mean, like,
I get where you're going.
Also, when you're a business person, right, and you own a business, and you own multiple businesses.
What's up, Mitch?
Ready? You
Mhm.
need a business to fail
Mm-hmm.
because of tax purposes.
Yeah, I got it.
So it is, it's that catch-22. I don't understand.
I get
I
it.
lost all this money because I got to play all these players, and you know what I mean?
I'm just going to say it like this. Look at the value of these teams.
Yeah.
Go from year to year, and you tell me if their value is increasing. I don't want to hear the bullshit about they're losing money. That's bull. It's just like with my Giants. The Giants went from I think 6 or 7 billion to
Billion.
now over to a little bit over 10 billion in a
Yeah, I was
couple
going
of
to say over
years.
10 now, I
Come
believe it
on,
is.
man. Come on.
But no, you look at the Sixers, they're worth a lot of billions of dollars.
Yes.
But it's just, I don't know how you friggin'
All I'm saying
just
is
sign him to that big contract knowing he's
I
hurt.
get it. Yes, you're right. But the owner has to agree to that. That's the point I'm making. As a GM, I'm saying, look, because I'm telling him, yeah, Embiid is hurt, but you know what? If we make a certain moves and we get in position and he can help us in the playoffs, that's the biggest thing. Him and Paul George,
Yep.
and we can compete. Imagine if you get to the Eastern Conference Finals with this team, and Embiid during the playoffs is pretty much Embiid. He may be limping up and down the court, but he's being productive and he's being a force there. I don't think you guys are going to be saying, "Oh, it's a waste of money and fire the GM." Do you have to play it out? Yes. Is it frustrating now as fans? You would want Embiid for the money that he's getting? Yeah, of course, rightfully so.
But as
But
a fan, that's what as a fan, that's what you think. Like, why would you pay him all this money? Now you're struggling. Now he's going to struggle, and he's
But
hurting the team.
I'm just going to say this: you look at your stadium.
Yep.
Is it always filled? The merchandising? Is
They're
his
getting like a
jersey
brand
still
new
selling?
stadium.
I mean, you look at all of that. You look at the TV deals. How many primetime TV games are you guys getting? Yo, it's a lot different. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Leaf. Gross and net are different. But the bottom line, everything is based off of the net, the gross initially.
And I do agree that it is Maxi's team, but Maxi needs to know it's his team. He has to stop going to Embiid for stuff. He has to stop going to Paul George for stuff.
You know what it is, and
I'm
you know
saying,
this.
As soon as Maxi does this, then Maxi's going to realize it's his team.
But here's the thing, though. It's the big brother, little brother and mentality. Little brother is now able to surpass big brother. Yeah. And you still respect big brother and you still go to him. Now, big brother sometimes got to say, yo, bro, it's on you, man. I'm rocking behind you. I'm rocking with you. Forget the money and everything else. I'm rocking with you. This is your show. So, yeah, I'm with you. Maxie, I already know that the kid is a dog, man. He's a dog. He's right. He makes everything go, but sometimes also just because physically you're a dog, do you have that killer instinct? Do you have that Michael Jordan instinct? That mentality?
Do you have that instinct where you go, there's a new friggin' sheriff in town, and it's me. MB, go sit down because I'm taking over.
Exactly. So look, MB, let ride Maxie to the playoffs. Right. And then in the playoffs, look, do what you got to do during the season. Don't kill yourself. We got enough talent to get us there. And then come playoff time, let's ramp it up. Same thing with Paul George. Because I'm telling you, come playoff time, you can say what you want. If they limp into the playoffs and then they start playing better in the playoffs and they help your other guys, especially when other teams are going to be keyed in on Maxie and VJ and all the younger guys. And like you said, you got Grimes. Don't forget you have Drummond off of the bench. All the pieces that you guys, Barlow and everyone that we were just talking about. It's like, yo, y'all are a squad. Don't sleep on y'all. You guys are going to give people problems. Now, honestly, do we honestly think that they can compete for the Eastern Conference Finals? It's too early to tell. It really is. But it wouldn't surprise me. It just wouldn't, especially if Embiid, Maxey, Paul George, Grimes were putting up
Yep.
numbers. If
If
they're
we
putting
can
up,
stay healthy,
exactly.
that's what, and that's the thing. And we stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's
Sixers
what.
been winning, man. They beat Golden State. They just went and beat the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, okay, people are like, well, they beat Golden State, but Steph Curry was out, Jimmy Butler was out.
And
Still a win.
exactly, a win is a
And
win.
they came back, we almost lost that game, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then we beat the Bucks. Mm.
Say
And
what you.
you're gonna have to start beating playoff teams. If you think you're a playoff team, you gotta start
Mm-hmm.
beating playoff teams. And all right, Golden State's a playoff team. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if people think the Bucks are a playoff team,
It's open
but
for debate. Yeah.
that's still a debate on the Bucks. What happens with them? But everybody will say the Golden State's a playoff team, right?
Mm,
You know
yeah.
Golden State's a playoff team, right, Coach?
No, Golden State. It can be a playoff team out in the West, but it is going to take. It's going to take a lot for them to get there. So,
So
matter
you
of fact,
don't think
here I
they're
got.
a playoff team right now?
Let me take a look here. Let's take a look here. I got the standings up right now. So, out west, Golden State is at 8. They're 11 and 12. So they're in the playing positioning. So, do they have the potential to be there? Yes. But the question is, are they better than Minnesota, San Antonio, Denver? Mm, it's open for debate. It really is.
I mean,
But
I know it's way early. And like
yeah,
how many there's what, 83 games in
no, it's
basketball?
82 games. So, and they played
82.
23. So they still have plenty of games left. So,
Mhm.
and like you said, Steph Curry is out. So, that's
Right.
a big factor.
I mean,
So when he comes back,
Jimmy Butler is a big factor too.
yes,
I agree.
exactly. Exactly.
And we
So,
almost lost that game. I mean, it was a buzzer beater where we won that game.
we're going to talk about the Knicks in a second, Mitch. So, and wait a minute, something else earlier. I forgot who it was. Somebody said something about, was it football or basketball? And we said we'd come back to it.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought they would be like, I don't know about the Bucks being a playoff team, but I thought Golden State was going to be a playoff team. So you got to start beating playoff teams if you think you're going to be in the playoffs or to play
Mm-hmm.
it. You got to
Exactly.
start winning teams that are hard. You can't go play Brooklyn Nets and think, oh, we're a playoff team because we beat them. That don't cut it for me.
It was football. Okay, so yeah, we didn't get to the NFL yet. We're still on the NBA, so we'll get to that in a minute. So, but yeah, no, exactly. I'm with you there. Let me see. So, Golden State is in the 8th spot. So, and you don't have your prime players. So, yeah, like you said. So, and if we look at the East, again, the Sixers they're half the game from being in the 4th spot. Think about that. They're half a game from being in the 4th spot, one full game from being in the 3rd spot. And you don't have Embiid and Paul George.
Right.
Think about that. So, and I get what everyone is saying. I really do. That's why I keep saying it's like, if you could just stay right there and get into the playoffs. The East is, other than Detroit, and Detroit is starting, as you see right there, they're not that far. Oops, sorry. They're not that far gone like they started to. 2.5 over New York, 3.5 over Toronto, 4 games over Orlando, Boston, and Miami. And let's be real, that's nothing. That's nothing. You know, it's not like they have a 10-game lead. You know, so I didn't look at let me see. Even Oklahoma City, they're 22-1 and they're still 5.5. So you know, as good as they're playing, they're not blowing their lead. I mean, you know, now if you were saying they were 10 games up this early, then I'm like, okay, different
Right.
story. You know, they're 5.5. You know, and they have one loss, so they're going to go into a situation where they're going to come down. My point being, like you said earlier, it's early. When we were talking about hockey, same thing
Yep.
in basketball. It's early.
Yep.
So,
Too early.
and we'll see. And I'm not sleeping on your Sixers. I'm not. You Sixers fans can, but
I'm not. Listen,
um,
I'm worried about staying healthy.
got you. I'm with you.
Last night, Maxey was hurt. We didn't need Maxey. They passed the ball around great. Grimes off the bench was 22. I think Walker had 16 or 18, if I can remember right.
Hold on. I'll pull
And
it up.
that's off the bench.
We could take a look at scores from yesterday.
So the way that the Sixers beat the Bucks, it was great when they dominated.
Damn, Magic came back to win.
But you didn't need Maxey. Maxey only got 12 points, but he was like, people get mad at me because I was talking about it. I'm like, listen, Maxey was hurt.
Oh,
He
Paul
was
George played
babying that shoulder, and I'm like, if you lose Maxey for a week or two, Sixers fans are going to lose their shit.
Maxey put up 12 points last night.
Yeah, but he was hurt, coach. Like, he was
I got you.
his shoulder. He still played the game. He was only hurt. He wasn't he's not injured. He's just hurt. You know, he was babying the shoulder a little bit because he's been shooting. He's been getting 40 points a night, 35 points a night. It's going to take a wear on your shoulder, all them shots. So he's going to need a little break, and he should have got the break. If he was on the bench, I would have been happy with that too. Yes, but Maxey still was there, and if they needed him, Maxey could turn it on.
But here's the other thing. You got 61 points off of your bench last night.
Yes.
61 points.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was like, we didn't need Maxey at the time. You could put Maxey on the bench, let him relax. Because his shoulder was bothering him. Hey, understandable. I don't want to see the guy get hurt. I mean, like, am I right, Coach? Like,
no, I'm with you.
If Maxey gets hurt, Coach, and he's out for a week or two, Sixers lose what? Almost every game.
Again, it depends on who you're playing. It depends on who you're playing, bro. I'm not gonna go there with that.
If they put Embiid in there, I mean, like, we would lose a lot of games. I'm
saying, like, you if Embiid is not in, and you're literally right there. You really are right there. So it's. There's
a lot of basketball left.
Yes.
Like I said, when until the trade deadline, even in basketball, I don't look at the stats until the trade deadline, because then that tells you where your team is. Because I give that like the halfway point. But, you know what I mean? I use that as a halfway point. I'm probably wrong.
It's 2/3. It's usually 2/3 of the way in, which you're right. It gives you a good feeling of where you are.
Better look at where your team is. This right now is just way too early.
It's too early, but in the same token, it's showing you that this team is right there. No matter what, you're not the Brooklyn Nets. Sorry, Leaf. Love you, bro, but I'm just using you. You're not Brooklyn. You're not Indiana, Charlotte, Washington. You're not. They are. Brooklyn, we know, is rebuilding. Indiana is just, you know what? They got all the hurt pieces, so they just really trying to position themselves for the lottery. Washington, another rebuilding team. Charlotte, we don't know what they're really trying to do, because, you know, now LaMelo wants to be traded. So you guys are right there, 4.5 out. So you have a lot of games left and you're in position. So I keep saying the same thing. I'm not sleeping on Philly. I'm just not. I respect what I'm seeing. So
No, they're doing
um
good. They're doing really good. I'm been impressed. I
mhm.
mean, I've been impressed the way the Sixers are. I'm hoping they prove me wrong. I think
um
we still are not a playoff team,
we'll get
but
to
and I don't think we make. I think we barely. I don't. I think we don't even make the play in. I think we are just on the outs of the play in.
mhm.
But
Um
like I said, let them prove me wrong. I want the Sixers to prove me wrong.
of course.
I want them to prove me wrong. Like, yo, smack him, say, ha, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? That's what I want. But
Mhm.
we got to stay healthy.
And you know what? That's usually every team when you have primetime players. You need your
Right?
primetime players to be healthy.
Yes.
Otherwise, it changes your whole dynamic. But
Yes.
you also have, like Blaze says, you have supporting cast. So now that you have a supporting cast, it really changes the dynamic and it makes you that much more dangerous. And Cameron, which show? If you're talking about the WNBA show, or are you talking about Heart of the City with NYG? I'm still doing both. WNBA, where we're just here and there because it's women's sports is on. It's in the off season. So, and Heart of the City we do every Wednesday night. So it's all good. But thanks for asking. So, and moving over to my Knicks. Um, look, everyone's heard the story. Giannis, has had discussion about Milwaukee's future, and everyone's pointing at the Knicks number one. Um, I'm a Knicks fan. Would I love Giannis on my Knicks? Hell yes.
Dude, I want them on the Sixers, bro.
Exactly. And I've heard different stories. I have my own opinions on, who I would give up and in my fantasy world, but then the reality, the only person, honestly, and look at there's others who debate, who disagree with me. I'm not giving up Jalen Brunson, because it makes no sense.
No,
You
that
know,
don't make no sense because that's
you
who
want those two. You
you
want
want
those
them
two
two to. That's the two you want
exactly.
to play each other, play with.
Now you will question, will Milwaukee want Carl Anthony Towns, because number one, the money has to match up.
Yes.
And I think Giannis is at 54-1, and I think Towns is at 53-3, if I'm not mistaken, or 53-4, something about there. So, and then you'd have to include other players. Now, if it were to come about, he says, I want to go to New York. The only way I see it happening, it has to be a multi-team deal.
Yes.
It cannot be the two teams together. I don't think it will
No, it's
happen.
gotta be like a
Honestly.
3-team, and that's what it's gonna be. It doesn't even matter if it's the Knicks or not. It's gonna be this trade
Yes.
is gonna be huge. It's gonna be like a
Yes.
3 to 4 team trade.
Exactly. So, if you ask me who should be made available for the Knicks, like I said, everybody, and I love OG, even though he's injured. I really think he's that type of glue guy, and he's necessary to win a championship. He's already won a championship, even if he wasn't a primetime player, but he knows what it takes to get there. But even if it's going to get me honest, he's going. He got to go. I don't want to lose him, but you
Listen,
know,
coach, I don't know about you, but I'd give up Edgecombe and McCain.
but that's my point.
You know what I mean? Because, like you said, you get him, but you got to keep like Maxi to work with him. You got to, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? I get you. I know what you're talking
Exactly.
about. I understand.
Yeah. So it's. But when I first heard it, I was just like, okay, and Shams was talking about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Stay tuned, Star Wars. Trust me.
We're gonna
So
get there. We're a little. We're going through all of our sports.
yeah, exactly. So you guys want to talk football, and it's a lot of juicy stuff. And guess what?
Yep.
That's why I saved it for last for a reason. So
So you guys have to
appreciate
stick
you.
around.
Yeah, exactly. So And Cameron, I'll talk to NYG, and we've talked about bringing people on. Sometimes we have, sometimes we haven't. So we'll talk about it. So we're recruiting Bergman to some of the Phillies last night. We already did baseball, but okay, that's something I didn't hear.
I
Garrett
didn't hear
Stubbs
that
and
either.
Shane we're probably recruiting Bergman this time with the Phillies. So that's
I think
interesting.
he gets that off of freaking Facebook. I don't trust Facebook.
It's anywhere in social media. You just still have to do your due diligence, because there are some people who are in the end who some people don't know, or they have connections, and we all have it. So but to close out with the Knicks, do I think Giannis is going to get traded in season? No. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care to who it is. I think that if he's traded, it's going to be after the season. I think that's more likely. In season, I would probably put it at about maybe 5%, if that. Because they got to see what happens. You want to see what's going. You got injuries, and the East is not, as dominant as everyone was thinking initially. I mean, you don't have one team blowing it away, so things can happen. Injuries can happen with any team. So my Knicks are not consistent. I mean, there are times they're blowing teams away, and then turn around the other day against Boston. You were, in the beginning of the game, you were dominating Boston, and turn around and lose by double digits. It's like, I mean, what the hell? So, and I understand they're still getting used to Mike Brown. To me, it shouldn't be getting used to. It should be, what he wants, and now you should be developing and building continuity from there. I talked about Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, the teams know, go physical with him. He can get his buckets, but then there's on defense. He just opens the door and lets you just score, and it's frustrating. So I mean, but then he'll get you 30 points and 18 rebounds, and it's like, well, why is he not consistent with that?
Right.
But then the next game he's getting you 10 points. It's like, come on, man. So Jalen Brunson is Jalen Brunson. He's a superstar. We know who he is, and OG has been out. He's coming back. He's got to get reacclimated. Josh Hart is now starting to play well. Deuce McBride played very well last night, but he's a bench player. Clarkson, Yabusele is a major disappointment. Sorry. I know.
I can't believe how bad he's been for you.
Yes.
I am. It's kind of weird. I wanted to keep him. I am so glad we got rid of him. Because if he would have done that with us today, this year,
yeah,
we wouldn't have Barlow. You know what I mean? And you wouldn't have a lot of the guys that's. I don't even think you'd have Grimes.
And that's the thing. Sometimes we say we want this one and then, but with the way the CBA is structured and the aprons and everything, and how it restricts what you can do if you get too close to this apron and over it, and the penalties associated. Like, sometimes we don't really realize, and looking at the money, it's like, and Diawara he's a young player.
Him. But
Yeah,
fans, like, I wanted him.
Yeah,
but now I'm like, oh, I'm glad we didn't get him.
Exactly. Now, it could be also a product of, Mike Brown is not using him right, or he was also, everyone said he came in out of shape, so
Right.
he does look bigger.
I did hear he came out of shape.
So when I saw him, I was just like, man, he's a big dude. I mean, he's a hefty dude. And I don't recall him being like that with you guys. So, I mean, now, he was playing internationally, doing things over there. So in France, they got that good eating over there.
Yes.
So, but the Knicks, do everything. They're number 2. They're 2.5 behind Detroit. And just the other day, I think they were down to 4 or 5. And a win changes the whole complexion. And other teams, they blew out Toronto. So I think they blew out Toronto and Miami, but lost to Boston. So again, it's a crapshoot. It's still early. You know, two teams that I think will give New York the biggest trouble: Detroit and Orlando, because they play very physically, very physically.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that to me is one of the things on how you can get to the Knicks. So, um, we'll see how it goes from there. So, but anything else you want to talk about with the NBA before we move on to the NFL?
Nah.
Okay, so
Not right now. I mean, like I say, it's too early right now.
okay,
I
well,
mean, like, don't get me wrong.
the NFL, we're down to the last handful. What, 5 weeks left, basically? You
Yeah,
know,
there's 5 more games. Yep.
oops. What the heck? Oh, how the hell did it get a? I didn't even realize you have a timer on these things now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's counting down. Um, Darius Slay. I said it earlier. Is he, is it a ploy? Because basically I read, where's the story? Hold on, here it is. Yeah. Here you go. Let me share this story about Darius Slay that I saw. And basically, for those who don't know, he basically said he declined joining the Bills, and he said he isn't interested in moving to a new city or joining a new squad in December. And he was speaking on the Speakeasy. He said, here it is. When I got home the other day, I was like, shoot, boy, this feels too good to be at the crib. So he told Buffalo that he's considering retiring instead of heading to Buffalo. So he said, I just got out of Pittsburgh and I don't feel like packing and moving again. I'm like, bro, I'm 13 years in. I've done it. Now, if they call me at 28, 29, I'd be like, okay, that's a top organization. They got things going. They're going to the playoffs. It wasn't a bad fit, but bottom line is, it's like I'm 34 and I want to be home with my family, with my kids. Now, my question is, if Buffalo says, all right, they're going to rescind, or I think someone said it earlier. They put him on who said it earlier? They just said it. Here it is. Bills have placed him on the reserve, did not report list after he refused to come to Buffalo. Oh, they'll retain his rights. Okay, so then that shoots down what I was thinking. So, so then it's not a play. So basically, if he decides he wants to come back, then he's going to have to go to Buffalo, or
he has to go to Buffalo no matter what.
yeah. So
It's not. It ain't like he. And I get it. A lot of people were thinking he's going to go to the Eagles or something like that.
do you
But
think
no,
the
the
Eagles?
Eagles don't want him.
Oh, okay, that answers my question, because I was like, if he was when they had to claim the waiver wire, do you think they would have claimed him? So
No,
you
because
said
he's always hurt. Like
okay.
he'll get burnt one play. He's hurt. Then he has to sit out for a play. He comes back. He has a good play. He's pounding his chest like he's the man. Like, yeah, I got this. Like, and that's why he if you can't, you didn't make it. You didn't make it in Pittsburgh. They released him. They gave him $10 million to go home. Here, take your ball, go home. Get out of here. Nobody gives $10 million up just to go get out. Go away. Don't go in there. Just go away. We'll win this without you because you're on the bench annoying me. And that's all he did was sit on the bench. Like, all right. You know what I mean? You're not going to help me. You're hurting me. And I think Slay would just hurt people now. He's just too old. He's always hurt.
Hey, well, that answers that. Well, that shoots down what I was initially thinking. So there you go. And you don't think they would have signed him? So that answers that question.
I don't think he would go with. I don't think the Eagles want him. I don't think the Eagles would sign him.
Well, let's talk about your previous game against Chicago. And I know, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. I will admit it. Um, losing to the Bears 25-15. I'm 24-15. I'm sorry. What were your thoughts on that game, first of all?
My offensive coordinator sucks. You there?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I hear you.
Yeah, my offensive coordinator sucks. He's been really bad. And it's not just this game. It's been all year long. From the beginning, we struggled. We got wins because of a
Mm-hmm.
defense. Block punts, block field goals, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then during Chicago's game, you couldn't move the ball up the field. You were 3 and out. You let your defense on this game. You got ran on like it was Barry Sanders and anybody else you want to freaking say running the ball for Chicago. They got
Mm-hmm.
280 yards
Mm-hmm.
on the ground
Mm-hmm.
because our defense was so tired. Because you didn't give them a breath of air. You go 3 now up, go out there and get it, guys. You let them abuse your defense. Was their defense good? No. Were they tired? Yup. Because you couldn't manage to get the ball past the 50-yard line. I mean, it was a god all and a lot of people don't want to really listen. Kevin Batul is a problem, but it's not just one thing. Jalen Hurts
Mm-hmm.
throwing it behind his receivers instead of leading his receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts throwing to a person's not even mold to be looking at him, throws him the ball, and when the guy turns his head, the ball's already here because Jalen Hurts already thrown it past his head. Like it's now you got the quarterback. Is the quarterback mad at the offensive coordinator? Or what's going on? There's mayhem in Philly. What's going on? And it's been like this all year long. It's not just the Dallas game. It's just not the Chicago game. It's been like this all year. Fans are like, oh no, it just started. No. It's been like this all year. Your defense has won you more games. You might, if your defense didn't win you a lot of these games, might not even be 500. It's been bad, and it's because your head coach got an offensive coordinator in there that is learning on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
can't
Mm-hmm.
do it. And I'm pissed off at this team right now.
Well, looking at these statistics, and to me, this tells the story of the game. And I usually go into those who know me know, like I'm big on third down percentage, how you do on third down, things of that nature, how many first downs, in the course of the game. But like you said, you gave up 280 yards, 281 yards rushing, and total offense, you gained 287.
Mm-hmm.
So you gained 6 more yards of total offense than they did in rushing. So that right there speaks volumes. That means they were very physical with you at the line of scrimmage. They dominated the line of scrimmage. Shout out to my boy Common guy, part of Chop Nation of Rutgers, leading the Bears, and people seeing what I've been saying all along. Don't sleep on him. He's not your average 7th-round pick. 130 yards on 22 carries against the defending champions, and he's not a speed burner. He got 31 yards on his longest run. So that tells me their offensive line they were opening lanes for any running back.
Yep.
You had Swift
And they
with
got
100.
big lanes. They got big lanes. They got 9 yards of carry.
Yeah,
Coach.
exactly.
If you look at the stats say it's 9 yards of carry. But if you watch the game with your eye test, it was more than 9.
Exactly. So, that speaks volumes to me. That speaks everything you need to know about the course of the game. And, you know, is Philly, how are they going to adapt to this? How are they going to adjust, to this? This week's game, who do you guys have this week? Hold on, let me
We
see.
have the Chargers.
That's going to tell you a lot right there.
That's Monday night.
Are you embarrassed? Do you come out and take it out on the Chargers?
And
That's going to tell
that's
me
the key.
everything.
That's the key, Coach. Like, how bad? Like, if you win, if the Eagles win, and they only win, and say it's 16-10,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a
Mm-hmm.
good enough win. You had to abuse the Chargers, 65-4 or 3, whatever you want to call it, or 7, whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
We had to embarrass them. Because if we barely get by and we win because of our defense and we look crap, our offense looks crappy, there's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even have the Eagles winning Monday night against the Chargers.
Really?
If Justin Herbert's playing, I think he's still playing. But I mean, I got the Chargers winning.
Yeah, but aren't they without some of their key offensive linemen? The Chargers?
Coach, we don't have Jalen Carter. We don't have
Mm.
we don't have Lane Johnson. We're missing pieces too.
Okay, gotcha.
Telling you, I don't think the Chargers beat us by much. I think the Chargers beat us by like a field goal or a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's my feeling on the game. If Justin Herbert's not playing, all right, that's a different outlook. You know what I mean? That's a whole different story if he don't play.
Mm-hmm.
But if he plays, I think the Chargers win. It's how bad our offense has been playing. And it's not just one thing. Like I said, is the offensive coordinator bad? Yes. But it goes downhill. Shit goes downhill. It's like quicksand. Everything slowly starts sinking. Wide receivers start getting pissy. The quarterback starts getting pissy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not seeing, there's no, people say chemistry, but shit goes downhill. And it becomes terrible. It becomes really bad how everything's going.
Mm. I just realized you guys lost 2 in a
I
row.
mean, right now, this is how bad it's getting, Coach. We got Nick Sirianni, doesn't take the play calling from Kevin Batula, which if you would have done that on Black Friday and got an offensive coordinator in here to
Mm-hmm.
help out or something, or him call the plays or whatever it may be, that was his job. He had enough time for Monday night to get something going. That would have been a great fit. You know what I mean? This
Mm-hmm.
was the best time. If you're going to pull Kevin Batula from the play calling, this is the best time to do it. And he didn't do it. So they better figure it out. Now, Jalen Hurts don't look good. Now they're saying Jalen Hurts is a problem, that he's the problem. They're saying AJ Brown's a problem. You know? I mean, shoot, you got Lane Johnson saying, well, we're not the same offense we were when we won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Jalen Hurts every year has to go with a new offensive coordinator. That's hard to do. Eventually, you're going to have problems
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you're not
Mm-hmm.
picking the right offensive coordinator. But see what happens. I don't know how you feel about it. I got the Chargers winning that game.
I get where you're coming from. I'm just not confident in the Chargers, man. there's just something about that team that just, to me, they're frauds. They've always been
Okay.
frauds. And you're losing, but again, like you said, you guys have key pieces that are lost too. So it's a catch-22. So I will say this: if you win that game, you're winning 3 of the last 4. That's definite. You're
No.
winning 3. You're taking both from the Commanders. You're taking the Raiders. You might the Bills are going to be a question. And right now you're 8-4. If you win the Chargers, that's 9-4. You'll finish at 11-5.
Well, I got
And
in the last 5. I got us winning 2. I got us winning 1 with the Commanders and 1 against the Raiders. I'm saying the Eagles going to lose 3.
see, I have questions because what you call it asked earlier about the Commanders bringing, what is it, I think it was Cameron who asked me earlier. Where is it? He asked, "What do I think about the Commanders bringing back all their players?" Yeah, but I mean, they're to me, they're in. Where's his question?
Commanders are just
It,
trying to. The Commanders are going to play Devin the Advocate and try to take people out the game.
yeah, here it is.
They're
What do
going
you
to
think
they're,
about
they're
every
going to
command?
try to hurt the teams to lose.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. And then some guys are going. Here's the thing, though, because you're later in the season, so you got literally 4 or 5 games depending, on your schedule.
Right.
Some guys are now in a position that they see the pick, they see the writing on the wall, and they're ready to make certain business decisions about their future.
Right.
Let's be real. The question is also about what's called at quarterback. Because if he doesn't look good, do you sit him the rest of the season so he can recover and you get ready for next year?
Yep.
So that's the thing. Now, let me see if I can find, because I don't think they're officially eliminated from
I think
the
the Commanders.
playoffs. Looking for. Oh, that's the Eagles. I'm sorry. NFL. Give me the NFL standings. This is what I'm looking for. And playoffs. And here we are. So the Commanders, looking at it, basically they're 3-9. So they got 12 games in, and they got like 5 left.
Right.
So you win the last 5, you're 8-9. Yeah. So to me,
I
they're
think they're done.
basically they're done.
Yeah,
So now
they don't have a chance to come out of it.
yeah, you want to play spoiler, but you're only going to go but so far to be a spoiler.
Right.
So
You're going to play spoiler, but also you don't want to hurt your draft pick.
exactly, it's not even about that. You don't
Well,
want to hurt
I'm
certain
just
key players. No, it's as far as a coach. A coach is going to coach. I'm telling you,
But
players are going to play.
yes. The
So
players are going to play because if they lose their job and they get let go, they got to go
Mhm.
somewhere else. They can't say, "Oh, well, you gave up on this and you gave up."
Exactly,
Nobody does that.
nobody.
I'm not saying the players do.
Now,
Coaches, they will sit people even though because they don't want you hurt because they're going to need you for next year.
right now, because they're not officially out, I see them still competing. There's things that
Right.
can happen. You need a lot of help. You really do. Let's be honest. They do, but
I
they
think they
still
play
are.
Dallas next.
Here I'll tell you 1 second. Washington. Commanders. They're at the Vikings tomorrow. They're at the Giants next week. They have you guys. They have the Cowboys, and then they have you guys. They have the Cowboys on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
So, so basically, I mean, they are playing 4 division games to close out the season. So,
Right.
so that in itself is going to be tough. Personally speaking, I could see them getting the next 2. I really can. Um, then it comes to you guys hosting you guys, and that's going to be the whole key. And
So we'll win 1 with the Commanders, not 2. We're not winning both.
okay,
We'll win 1.
I'll give you that. But still, I can't see and when you come down to the end of the season, that's the key. If you guys get their first game with them and they're out of it, I'm sorry. I see you guys and you're playing for your positioning. I see you taking both games then. Because they may
I'm hoping, but
I can see
the
you
way
playing
the
spoiler.
the Eagles have been playing, they're not giving me enough confidence in this
Fair,
team.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
That's
But
why I'm saying the next 5, we win 2. Because I don't
we'll
have
see.
confidence in this team. Eagles
That,
fans don't have confidence in this team.
I get you. I get you. I get where you're coming from.
I mean, it's rough. It is rough. It is rough because you just won a Super Bowl. Everybody wants to go back to back to back.
Yes, I get it. Yes.
If you went to back to back and you won 2 Super Bowls back to back, be awesome. But it's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
And if
really
you're going
is.
to keep on having different offensive coordinators, even harder.
Yes.
Because there's no chemistry.
Consistent and no consistency. Yes.
Yep, no consistency, no chemistry. Not using your players right.
And just to give a quick update, BYU lost to Texas Tech 34-7. So Texas Tech is definitely in the playoffs. And what was the other one? Oh no, Alabama and Georgia are about ready to play now, and then you have Indiana, Ohio State at 8. And I was watching Heather Dinich, and she confirmed what you guys have been saying. Even with a win, Virginia has a 44% chance of making the playoffs. So I'm surprised. So so if with a loss, they're basically out. So so there you have it. You guys are right. I stand corrected. I don't have a problem admitting I was wrong. So that's surprising to me, but hey, you didn't do what you need to do on the field. So we'll see what happens. So to close it out, we'll talk about my team, the Giants. Are the disciplinary issues the Giants face a product of poor coaching, management, or both? Is Jackson Dart making it difficult to coach him? And of course, I'll talk about the New England game. But for those you don't know, the disciplinary issues, one of it stems from Abdul Carter. Again, sleeping in a meeting. I even heard a rumor that he was on his phone looking at adult entertainment, which I was like, you're in a meeting.
Okay, that's out of hand.
Did that? Yeah. So
that took that too far.
No, they showed video that he was. I mean, literally head back, mouth open, so you could tell my boy was getting his sleep on. So, but yeah, you're in meetings. You can't be doing that. And
I don't know. I remember a giant guy sleeping in meetings.
And you know what? Bill Belichick said it. He said he's different. He's different.
I don't hear it. I remember
yes.
guy.
You're talking about Lawrence Taylor. You're talking about Mr. Lawrence Taylor.
Yes. I just want to throw that out. I just want to throw that out.
But Abdul Carter is not on Lawrence Taylor. He's not on his level.
I'm not saying he is on
so
I'm not saying that. I just was going to throw it out.
Yes.
It ain't the first time you boys want to sleep in the locker room. You boys
no. Look, it's happened to a lot of teams. What I'm getting at is this. This is your second time in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. The first time, learn your lesson and let's go. The second time, now I did hear, this is why I'm saying, is it a product of poor coaching, management, or both? Brian Dable earlier was letting him slide with a lot of things, being late and so on and so forth. So you didn't hold him accountable, and now Kafka is now having to hold him accountable. Mind you, he's sitting him out for a series, and now the first quarter, I'm sorry. Fans can hate me. His ass would have sat the whole game. And now this is the second time. Oh, you're suspended for 2 or 3 games, whatever I can within the collective bargaining.
Whatever in the bargaining.
Yes. Because now you're not learning your lesson. And it's the second time in 3 weeks. I get how good he is of a player. But this is even more reason you're letting your teammates down even more. And I get, he's answering, he's standing up, he's answering the question. He doesn't want to go into specifics, and the media is still digging. That's their job, and I get it, whatever. But to me, this is a product of both management and coaching that is poor. Management should have been get on Brian Dable from the get-go. You got to hold this guy accountable. You're the head coach. It's your job, but you got to hold him accountable. This shouldn't have been coming down to the end of the season that a dude is falling asleep in practice. I mean, come on now.
You got rid of your coach, and
you got rid of your coach, your defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, they just fired Brian Cox, their assistant defensive line coach, yesterday, which is now another big news story. So
I mean, that is totally on the GM and the whole front office, the way they're handling shit, because the players are like, it's a free-for-all.
Exactly.
Everybody's getting fired. Who's out here to freaking discipline me?
And that's the problem with the Giants. Look, Giants fans, y'all want to come at me, come at me. I've been a head coach, maybe not at the NFL, but I have been a head coach. And when I need to hold my guys accountable, I'm going to hold you accountable. Because it's not just you I got to deal with. I have to deal with a whole team.
Yeah.
And if I let you slide, you don't think these other guys are saying it?
And then I got to deal with the media, and then these people are going to sit there and say, I can't discipline you.
Exactly. So to me, it's a problem. And then with Jackson Dart, I get what he's saying, and I get, guys have, come at me, you can't get on him about the way he plays. I'm not talking about the way he plays, but in that game against New England came out and played very physical in that game. They played physically against the Giants. They were out there hitting you. They were punching you in your face.
Yep.
Jackson Dart, yeah, you broke out down the sideline. It was leading at second and long. You squeezed it down. You tried to get the first down, but you didn't step out of bounds. I get you're going to get hit, but there comes a point in time where, you know what, step out of bounds. It would have been 3rd and 2. Not only that, did you get hit and you popped up. I get it. You're showing how tough you are. You're Mr. Macho. That's what I call him. I call him Mr. Macho. But now your teammates got upset and you got a 15-yard penalty behind it, where if you stepped out a yard earlier, it would have been 3rd and 2. Then it was changed to 3rd and 17. So to me, it did not make sense. Step out of bounds. You're coming back from a concussion. It's not being soft. It's being smart. That's the whole thing. The game right now is soft. It's made for quarterbacks. It is. I get it. Take advantage of the situation. But also, don't put yourself in risky positions, because you still have a team that's running behind you and supporting you. That situation on that play, step out of bounds. Other situations, you fill in the pocket, you break out, fine. When you get downfield, if you see somebody coming, you slide. I'm not talking about, hey, you're trying to get a touchdown. It's the game winner. Situations like that, do what you got to do. But in that situation, let's be smart, man. Let's be smart.
Wait, this is the thing, Coach. These players in this day and age, it's way different now with these players, because these players think they're bigger than the game. Now, don't get me wrong. Dart, you see Dart. He thinks he's bigger than the game. He already thinks he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think he thinks that. I think what he's trying to do is show his team that he's tough and he's ready to lead them and run through a wall, and he wants them to follow him. I get that mentality. I don't think
I like that mentality. Don't get me wrong. I like that mentality. But it's like these players, I mean, I'm like, all these young players now think they're already deserve the gold jacket. You know what I mean? They always play like they're better than everybody. I don't have to listen to this coach.
That's the
Who are
issue. Yes.
You just got here. We fired our coach. It's a free for all. I don't have to listen to you. Why do I have to listen to you? You're not gonna be my coach next year.
You know what's so funny?
And that's what they're saying. Like, these are how they're getting. And Dart's gonna go, this is my team. It's gonna be me. I'm it. And he's not thinking for the team itself.
I've been through that, man. You see, and that's the funny thing. Granted, I was at minor league semi-pro, and one of the guys said to me, I don't care if you're the owner, you're just a coach when you're out here. You're not important. Oh, really? I'm not important. Okay. And I said to my team, I said, you know what? Y'all guys think I'm not important. You don't think us coaches are important. Okay, y'all go ahead. Y'all practice. Do whatever you need to do. Prep for the game. Oh, yeah, we'll be there. We'll make sure the refs are paid and do what we need to do to make sure the game goes on. And me and my coaches we sat on the bench, arms crossed, and we watched them. And we watched them play.
I remember you telling me this one.
And we got our asses handed to us. We got our, and after the game, a lot of guys were fighting and arguing, but you know what? I hope you guys got my message. Because who does the game planning? Who does the scouting? Who gets you the information? Who creates the plays for you to go? Yeah, you guys are important. You're putting your bodies on the line out there on the field, but we're just as important to the outcome of the game.
It's a chess game. You guys are removing the chess pieces. That's all it is.
Exactly. And I always tell my guys, I said, talk to me.
Like, this is why I always like to tell people. The players are just chess pieces. The coaches supposed to really have this down pat. But yes, you're right. It happens. I think that's what's happened with the Giants. But I mean, that's me looking in from outside. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan. I don't.
No, exactly. No,
I don't pay close attention to the Giants. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't expect you to.
I got my own problems with the Eagles.
Exactly. But look, I've even with the fan base, I tune into the spaces and I check the chats and I see what's going on and how people are upset and this and that. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the Giants maybe get one more win against the Raiders, but I don't see the Giants winning more games. And
you got to play the Dallas Cowboys one time, right?
Last game of the season. We played Dallas, we played Washington, we played Minnesota, and we played the Raiders. Those are our last four.
You might be Minnesota. You might be Minnesota. Is having. That's another thing. They're having a freaking dumpster fire.
Yes, because of their quarterback. I get it. And I think we play them coming back from the bye. Let me double check. Hold on. I think we're in a bye this week.
I mean, Justin Jefferson's like, I'm done. I want off this team.
Yeah,
I think it's even Justin Jefferson wanted off the team of the Vikings.
No, when we come back next week after this week's game, we host the Commanders, then we host the Vikings. At the Raiders, host the Cowboys. That's our last 4 games.
All right.
So that Commanders game is going to tell me everything. Where they stand, what they're doing. Don't forget, McCaffrey is fighting.
I like Dart, but
he has some good skills. He really does.
He has his good parts and he has his bad parts.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He needs to be developed. He needs
a little time.
The problem is the culture in this organization, the way it was established, and to this point, from Brian Dable down or Joe Shane. You want to say Joe Shane, whatever. Right now, there's even a debate. Some people in the fan want to keep the GM, some want to fire him.
He should be fired. Your GM should be fired.
Look,
and
whatever they do,
when you just let Saquon Barkley walk.
So look, at the beginning of the season,
you should have traded him and got something for him.
Hey, look, that's open for debate. It goes back to Daniel Jones, and
Yep.
you should. I get all that. I get all
Dude,
that.
look
And
at
the
Daniel
question,
Jones this year, coach.
yeah, I know. I mean, look,
He's
there's,
lighting it up.
there's also argument that Shane has brought in some decent young pieces. Yeah, he has. Okay, I get it. Whatever ownership does there, the bottom line is we got to find the right head coach. That's really what it boils down to. And I've been saying you need a leader of men. That's really what you need. You need someone who's going to be a true CEO. He's not trying to be a play caller. He's trying to delegate and let everyone do their jobs. And I'm not advocating for Bill Belichick, so please don't think that. I'm not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He
No,
wants
I'm not.
Bill.
If you
He
want, if
wants
you want to be
Bill
no,
back.
if I had my dream coach, it is Mike Tomlin. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is Mike Tomlin. So, if you want to talk about what's his name from from Minnesota to DC, okay, I don't have a problem, but he's also suing the Giants, so I can't see that happening. So,
Yeah, that ain't
but
happening.
so and I understand some fans want McCarthy and others don't. Whatever. Some want Gruden and some don't. I'm just to the point. Look, I want a leader of men. It's I've seen everything. I don't care if it's a coordinator, just can he lead men? Period.
Right.
Can he hold people accountable? Period. Because right now, the New York Football Giants are a shit show.
Yep.
They're a shit show. That's really what it boils down to. And as a fan, it's embarrassing, it's disgusting, but we'll see what happens as we go forward. So, um, and yeah, the beatdown, New England took it to them. I was hoping New York would have came out with a little bit of fight, but they didn't. So, um, kudos to New England. You see what they did. You have a true leader up there with Mike Vrabel. You see what can happen. Even Chicago brought in the hot coordinator, but he's a leader of men. So I'm not saying you don't go with a coordinator type, but can they be a true leader of men? And that's what I'm
Right.
looking for. So, and New England, they showed you prime example when you put a leader in position, it can help the talent there. So, and they played and they punched just like Chicago did with y'all. They punched New York in the face, and that's what was needed. So, um, feel for Mike Kafka, but I think he's going to be out of the job by the end of the season. So that's pretty much it.
Yep.
So, you got anything to add about the Giants?
Nah, it's been you had it perfect. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
So,
rid of all your coaches and still freaking
yeah.
wanting to blame somebody else. It's their players.
Exactly.
Hey, take the blame.
Exactly. So, are you streaming anything today?
No, I won't be streaming nothing. Today's my last thing I'm streaming today, and then I'm gonna let Miss Halftime take the day off and try to handle everything for her. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so,
What
yes,
about
she's just been really tired and all and
mm,
under the weather. So
I hope she feels
she's
better.
going through a lot. So it's rough.
Understandable. I hope she feels better. Are you got
Tomorrow I'm
anything?
streaming the
You,
Flyers and Sixers game.
oh, okay. You're
Flyers
not
are
doing
at
the Eagles.
1, Sixers are at 7:30, something like that.
Okay. So you got the Flyers. Okay. All right. So, right now I don't know. Depends on how things go with my granddaughter. If I can get things situated, I may do the um Ohio State, Indiana, and the ACC championship game today. I got Alabama, Georgia on right now, so um, I'll keep an eye out on that. So I'll see. But if not, I'll probably be back on Wednesday with Heart of the City with NYG, and then next week we're probably going to go Sunday next week because next Saturday I'm probably going to. I want to do the Army Navy game. That will be the official last regular season game of the season anyway before the bowl game starts. So definitely want to do that because I always love Army Navy. Been
Yes.
I've done that game. I've always seen that game, and when it
I
used to
always
play
I
at night.
always chip in and watch that one a little bit. I don't watch the whole game. I'll watch like the first half or the second half.
No, I've been to it up at the Meadowlands before, so I know usually it's down in Philly now, so or it has been.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I watch it because my dad always watched it, and he wasn't a big watching college. He just like watching Army Navy. So
yeah, I do. I love the military. Well, my dad was in the Air Force, so that's one of the reasons why I do the military. So
right.
So,
My dad was in the Army, so that's why we always watch the Army Navy games. So, you know how it goes.
Exactly.
You got an Army brat, then there you go.
So there
You'd be
you
like,
have
"Oh,
it.
I'm watching this." Okay.
All right, so that's going to be it. Appreciate everybody for tapping in today. You guys have been phenomenal. Thanks again, for following with us. Make sure you guys always tap in, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come back, rewatch, hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, with the question of the day, everything, all the conversations. So there you have it. But we're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys next week. What do you always say?
Catch you on the rebound.
Peace.
Peace.
We gather round for the halftime chat. Old friends cracking jokes and talking stats. From life's little games to the greatest plays. Love and the stories from the old glory days. With Philly's heart and Coach Edd's cheer, we break it down every moment, dear. Life is a team and we've got the plan. Sports, love, and laughter, that's who we am.